A woman lives alone in a cold, snow-covered place. One day, she meets a stranger, and her loneliness begins to fade. Slowly, she starts to fall in love. But an old curse puts their love in danger. Now the question is, will their love survive or not? The story starts in the cold subarctic part of Siberia. This place is empty and covered with snow. A woman named Sava says, "When I was born, a shaman told my family that I was cursed. He said I would bring harm to anyone I cared for." Sava herself also believes this to be true. Sava now lives in a small camp with her daughter Anya. No one else stays there because the Russian soldiers control the area. Earlier, Sava lived with her tribe, but for some reason, she left and went far away with her daughter. From time to time, they move their camp so that the Russian soldiers cannot find them. Life here is very hard because of the freezing snow. Every day, they struggle to find food and survive. Anya has grown up living this difficult life since childhood, but she wishes to meet people from the outside world. They also keep some dogs to help with hunting. One day, one dog became sick. To end its suffering, Sava cuts its throat and puts it to rest. After this, Sava and Anya pack their things and leave by boat, looking for a new place to live. On the way, they see some Russian soldiers working on a railway track. Sava and Anya get very scared, but luckily the soldiers do not see them. They quickly escape from there. After traveling for a long time, they find a place where no one can reach them. This land is perfect for them. It is called the Arctic tundra. There they decide to stay and set up their tent and go to sleep inside. But Sava cannot sleep. She looks at the wolf's paw lying near her and starts remembering her past. Long ago, Sava lived with her tribe, but the people believed she was cursed, and if she stayed with them, something bad would happen. So they forced her to leave the village. While wandering in the forest, Sava met a man from the Rainier tribe. He asked her to join his people. Sava agreed and went with him. They began living together, and soon they fell in love. After some time, the man gave her the wolf's paw as a gift. In the present, Sava remembers the shaman's words, that anyone she loves or cares for will be destroyed. Thinking about this makes her afraid. The next day, when Sava goes hunting with her dog, she finds a man lying on the ground, badly injured. He is almost frozen and starving. Suddenly, he collapses and becomes unconscious. Sava walks toward him with a weapon in her hand. Seeing him unconscious, she starts taking his belongings. But the man wakes up for a moment and asks her for help. At first, Sava thinks about killing him, but she feels pity and takes him to her tent. Soon, the man faints again. Sava cleans his wounds and looks after him. Later, she checks his belongings and finds a map and a radio. After some time, Anya comes and is shocked to see the man. She asks Sava who he is. Sava replies, "I don't know who he is. When I was hunting, he collapsed in front of me, injured and unconscious. If I hadn't brought him here, he would have died." After some time, the man wakes up and says his name is Loki. Anya tells him, "You are very lucky that Sava saved you, because we don't trust strangers easily." That night, Anya makes soup for him. She keeps looking at Loki again and again, because this is the first time she has ever seen a boy so closely. A few days later, when Loki is fully healed, he goes hunting with Sava and Anya in a boat. Loki says, "You saved my life. How can I repay this?" Sava replies, "When we need something, I'll tell you." But Anya, smiling, says, "Hunt Reiner and bring it." Loki promises, "If I ever see Reiner, I will definitely hunt him." Then they all get down from the boat and walk into the snowy land. There they see a seal. Sava hunts it, and they return to their tent. At night, Sava and Anya cut the seal's meat and eat it raw, because Sava's tribe used to eat meat this way. Loki finds it strange that he cooks the meat and eats it. Later, Loki shows his radio to Anya and plays some music. It is the first time Sava and Anya have ever seen a radio, and they enjoy listening. While listening, Sava keeps looking at Loki. It feels as if she is being pulled toward him, because she has been lonely for many years. She asks Loki, "How did you come here?" Loki replies, "One day Russian soldiers came to my village. They captured some men and forced us to work. While working, I got a chance to escape and I ran away," Loki says. "After that, I wandered for many days without food or water. Then I saw you and you saved my life. If the Russian soldiers find me, they will kill me." Sava replies, "When the cold season ends, you can leave from here. Until then, you can stay with us." She says this because she is worried that Loki's presence might bring danger to them. Loki is handsome and strong, and Anya slowly starts to feel attracted to him. She asks Loki to comb her hair, something her mother used to do. Smiling, Loki begins combing her hair. Sava doesn't like this. She lowers her eyes because she herself has feelings for Loki. Loki also realizes this. The next morning, Loki takes Sava's gun without asking and goes out to hunt a reindeer to keep the promise he made to Anya. When he finds one and is about to aim and shoot, 2 Russian soldiers appear. They catch Loki and try to take him away in their boat. But Loki pulls out his knife and cleverly kills both soldiers, one after the other. He then takes their supplies and starts heading back to the tent. Meanwhile, Sava tells Anya, "You should not talk too much with Loki. You don't know him well yet." But Anya doesn't listen to her. Angry, Sava leaves the tent. Soon, Loki returns with the soldiers' belongings. Sava wants to talk to him about something important. She wants to tell him about her curse. But before she can say anything, Anya arrives. Loki tells her, "I brought plenty of food." Hearing this, Anya becomes very happy and goes inside the tent with Loki. Now, Anya and Loki start spending more time together. This hurts Sava deeply, and she begins to think about her past back. One day, when Sava returned to her tribe after hunting, she saw that someone had killed all the people of her village. She was heartbroken, but then she noticed that her lover was still alive, though tied up with ropes. When he saw Sava, he signaled her to hide. Sava followed his advice and hid, because the Russian soldiers who had killed her tribe were standing with him. Suddenly, one soldier took a knife and cut Sava's lover's throat. He died in great pain right in front of Sava's eyes. Seeing this, Sava starts crying. When she tries to run away, the soldiers notice her. They chase her, catch her, and the soldier who killed her lover misbehaves with her, leaving her alive to suffer. After they leave, Sava goes to her lover. She unties the rope and hugs him, crying over his dead body. She notices a knife in his hand, which he was using to cut the rope, but before he could free himself, the Russian soldier had killed him. Sava takes the knife and keeps it with her. Then she hears the cry of a child coming from a tent. She goes inside and finds a little girl there. When Sava starts to leave with the girl, a soldier stops her and says, "People like you have no right to live here. Once we kill you, this land will be ours." Hearing this, Sava understands that the soldiers are killing people in order to capture the natural resources of the land. The soldier then says, "We are lost. You must take us to the mainland. If you help us, we will let you and this child live." Sava agrees. While crossing a glacier with the soldiers, all of them tied to the same rope, Sava suddenly cuts the rope with her knife. The soldiers fall into a deep crack and die. After this, Sava raises the little girl, and that girl is actually Anya. This means Anya is not Sava's real daughter. The story then returns to the present. Sava becomes emotional remembering all this, and tears fill her eyes. Time passes. Anya and Loki start spending even more time together. They laugh, joke, and grow closer. But Sava does not like this at all. She feels jealous seeing them together and fears that Loki will take Anya away from her. One day, Loki asks Anya, "Why do you and Sava live here all alone?" Anya replies, "Sava doesn't like to live with people. Maybe she's afraid of something, and we keep moving from place to place because of the Russian soldiers." That night, while Anya and Loki are talking, Sava cannot bear it. She quietly picks up her gun and goes outside to hunt. After she leaves, Anya and Loki feel happy and become intimate. The next day, Loki goes hunting. He sees a reindeer and successfully hunts it, fulfilling the promise he made to Anya. Both Anya and Sava are happy to see this. Months pass. The love between Anya and Loki grows stronger. They are very happy together, and soon Anya becomes pregnant. Loki and Anya decide that they will leave this place, go back to the human world, and start a family. One day, Anya tells Sava, "I am pregnant. I want to give my child a better life. That is why Loki and I are leaving." Sava is shocked. She says, "Why are you making such a big decision? You don't even know Loki properly." But Anya answers, "He has told me everything about himself." But hearing this makes Sava very sad. She now feels completely alone and even stops talking to Anya. Meanwhile, Anya and Loki begin preparing to leave. Seeing Sava upset, Anya asks her, "Do you also want to come with us?" Sava does not reply. One night, Loki goes out hunting. Sava then tells Anya, "Come here and let me comb your hair and make a braid." Anya comes close to her. Sava gently combs her hair, makes a braid, and then suddenly uses the braid to strangle Anya to death. After this, there is no regret or sadness on Sava's face, because by now she had grown to hate Anya. And Loki only looked at Anya, not her. Sava had been alone for many years. When she met Loki, she thought she could start a new life with him. But when she realized that Loki loved Anya and not her, and that they were planning to leave her behind, jealousy, anger, and fear grew inside Sava. She lost control of her mind, and that is why she killed Anya. After killing her, Sava cut the skin from Anya's face with a knife and wore it like a mask. She also dressed herself in Anya's clothes. She believed that if she looked like Anya, then Loki would love her. When Loki returns, he mistakes Sava for Anya and becomes close to her. Sava tries to hide the truth and says, "I like you very much." But when Loki hears her voice, he becomes suspicious. He looks closely at her face, touches her skin, and realizes that this is not Anya. It is Sava, and she has killed Anya. Terrified, Loki runs out of the tent while Sava sits inside and cries.